guys? This is Francisco back here, aka DJ Starion. How y'all doing? Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful day. It is hot today, like for real. I just wanted to make a quick video, just kind of answering some questions that I've gotten, especially when it comes to my first vlog, which the Magic Kingdom one. First of all, I definitely appreciate all the comments, all the subscribers, all the feedback. It has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for that. But I did get a lot of questions, especially since we did a lot of stuff that was like handicap accessible, or dealing with disabilities, like when it comes to like the room or the minivans. So I just wanted to answer a couple of those questions. Now, first, with the room itself, we actually called and booked the room. I didn't personally call it, like, my girlfriend and her family called it in, but they're very accommodating. Like, you just told me you need a handicap accessible room, cool, then it's all good. Now, when it came to the minivan, how that worked was there's a couple different ways you could do this. So the difference between an ECV minivan and a regular minivan is a lot different. The only thing they have in common is the fact that they're minivans. A regular minivan, you just go into the Lyft app. It will, you do your thing, just like you're calling a normal Lyft. You just select the minivan, and then you just call it in and it comes right to you. ECV minivans are a little bit different. Those you actually have to call a number to schedule it. You can have it set for it to do the first available, or you can actually schedule time, which is what we did, because we got to the room at about 8:30 or so in the morning, and we had scheduled it for them to pick us up at 9 o'clock. They tell you exactly where they're gonna go. Now, as you saw in that video, the actual minivan looks completely different. There's a back part for the ECV to actually go in there. Now, you have a couple options. You can either just stow your ECV in there and sit in a normal seat, or you can actually, what she did was that she actually sat in the ECV and they just strapped the whole thing in. You get a seat belt and everything too, so don't think you're not going to be safe if you're just sitting in the ECV. In terms of the experience, almost exactly the same. You don't get like the music when you're transitioning from one to the other, but other than that, I mean, they look the same. They're both driven by Disney World cast members, which is awesome. And the only other thing too that I wanna stress too, with the regular minivans, you can actually pay through Lyft. Like, you're paying it in the app. You can use Apple Pay, any major credit card, and you're good. With the ECV minivans, I should say, those are charged to the room. So you have to be staying at a resort to use those minivans. Otherwise, you can't really use them, because the drivers have the Magic Band readers, so they'll scan your Magic Band or your park ticket, your key, your card or whatever, and then it just charges to the room. So one thing to keep in mind when it comes to that. Now, getting to the parks, they're very accommodating when it comes to working with you if you have a certain type of condition, or there's something that you may need. Like, for example, with me, like, I have a lot of stomach issues, so it prevents me from standing in lines for long periods of time. So they have a service. I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but essentially it's just a DAS. I think it's Disability Access Service, I want to say. I don't know. But with that, how that works is that you go to the following locations At Epcot, you go to the guest relations. At Magic Kingdom, you can either do it at City Hall, or if you're an annual pass holder, you can go to the Liberty Square pass holder guest relations. At Hollywood Studios, you do those at guest relations. Animal Kingdom, those you actually do at the, not at guest relations, you do it at there's a little ticket center. It's over by so you're going into Animal Kingdom, you go past, like, you're facing the Tree of Life, you go, stay to your right past the Discovery Trading Company. They have, as my door opens, right past the Discovery Trading Company, they have I think it's like Ticket Center or something like that, whatever it's called. That's where you would actually do it. Now, if you have conditions like that, they'll ask you a whole bunch of questions, and they'll determine if you qualify. If you qualify, great. If not, I'm sure that they'll have other options for you. With me, that I told them exactly what was going on with me, like what I deal with, and they said yes, you definitely qualify. So they'll take your picture, they'll add you and whoever's in your party, and they'll scan each of your magic bands. And if you're staying at, or if you're just on vacation or something, you just have regular tickets, it's good for the length of your stay. If you're an annual pass holder, it's good for 60 days. So if you're AP like me, you have to go and renew it every 60 days. But how it works, once you're all set up, you just go to whatever ride you want to go on. This is good for rides, and I believe it's good for shows too. I've never tried it for a show, but I've heard that it works for shows. But how it works, for example, let's take store right out there, Slinky Dog Dash. Actually, no, you know what? Because I'm going to get back to that one. Expedition Everest. That's actually one that I use it for quite a bit. So you would just go to the cast member. It's usually standing out front with an iPad. Usually, it's the same thing for Rider Switch. I have no idea how Rider Switch works, to be honest. I've never really used it, but look for a cast member, with an iPad, or just some type of a mobile device, because usually those are going to be the ones that are going to be doing it. You just go up to them and say, "Hey, I need a dance return time." So what they'll do is that they'll scan your magic band. They'll ask you how many people in the party are going, and then they will quote you a return time. Now, the return time is whatever's posted in terms of the wait time minus 10 minutes. So don't think of this as like you're just skipping the line, because you're still waiting the same amount of time to get on the ride as you would just in standby. And then once once it goes to that time, now you have until from that time. So let's say Expedition Everest, let's say it's a 90-minute wait, right? And it's 2:00. They'll quote you a return time of 3:20. So it's 90 minutes would be 3:30. So they'll quote you 3:20, 10 minutes earlier, and then you have from 3:20 until the end of the day, until park closing, to go on that ride. Now, when you go on, what you would do is that you would go through the fast pass lane, scan your magic band, and it'll show on their screen, that it'll actually show your picture and show like disability access service, and then they'll let you through. Now, if you're going with multiple people, make sure whoever has the DAS is the one that scans in first. Otherwise, it will give them an error. So make sure you're the one that scans it first, or whoever has it, whoever has a DAS. Make sure you scan in first. You're good. End of story. Now, you can only do this one at a time. So you can't go to Everest and DAS that, and then go walk right over to, let's say, Dinosaur and do that, or Flight of Passage and do that. There are a couple instances where they will have stations set up. Hollywood Studios does this, which I love. at the end, sometimes at the entrance of Toy Story Land, they will have a disability access and rider switch station set up at the entrance of the land, which will let you go and DAS any of the Toy Story rides. So normally my plan of action whenever I go to Hollywood Studios, because I like to do Toy Story Mania and Slinky Dog Dash, and they encourage you to book fast passes too along with your DAS. So if you go to the Disney website, and I'll link all of that down below in terms of the DAS, and if I can find some information about the ECV minivans, I'll link all that information down below as well. So what I'll do is I will make a fast pass for Toy Story Mania. Let's say I make it for like 1 o'clock. When I get into Toy Story Land, I'll go and DAS Slinky right away. So now I have Toy Story Mania and I have Slinky Dog Dash. And then, we'll go do Toy Story by the time, we go through that. Or, I'll go DAS Slinky like an hour or so before, our Fast Pass for Toy Story Mania. And then, we'll probably go chill, get something, get a snack or something, maybe go see a show. By the time our Toy Story Mania Fast Pass is coming up, we're almost at that time where we can go on Slinky. So we can go through the Fast Pass at Toy Story Mania, use our Fast Pass, get on. By the time we get off, we can go right to Slinky Dog and go right on that. So it's a huge benefit. Not only is it a really good time saver, but it also puts a lot less wear and tear on my body, having to stand in lines all day, especially in rides like Slinky Dog Dash, where all the queue is outside, and especially today where it's like 95 degrees. I would be so dead, So, it's not something where you're quote unquote cheating the system. It's something that's there to help you, get the most out of your enjoyment at Disney World, while at the same time protecting your health. Because that's, at the end of the day, you want to be able to enjoy everything. You don't want to kill yourself over doing it. So, now if you guys have any other questions about this, I will definitely answer them. So drop your questions or comments in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer them. If not, I will get you pointed in the right direction. Also, you can also reach out to me on Twitter at Super Cyanide. All that links down below as well, and I'll definitely be answering any questions. Now, in terms of the following week, this video will probably go up on Friday, June the 7th. Yeah. On the June 11th through the 15th, I will be at Fort Wilderness in a cabin. So expect a lot. Can't talk today. Expect a lot of footage from there. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna bring my laptop, so I'm gonna be probably in the cabin editing and dumping video and all that. But it's been fun, like doing these vlogs and stuff, and I hope to do a lot more. So if you definitely want to keep up to date on a lot of this stuff, go ahead and like this video too while you're at it. Comment, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. That way when I upload videos, and you can even click the little bell icon too. That way when I go, when I upload. So I can't talk. It's the heat. I'm gonna go inside now. Probably do something. Probably play some Switch. I don't know. That's how we do it. We just go with the flow. We go with the flow. That's how we roll. So with that being said, I will see you guys on a stream, on social media, on YouTube's. And with that being said, We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.